Thank you for joining us. I'm Mary Yanez, Director of the Senior Adult Program, and this is Mature Living. We're always looking for places to go and things to do in El Paso for all of you seniors, for families, for kids, for even groups. And so if you do belong to a group, there's another place where you can go. We're going to introduce you to the El Paso Museum of Archaeology, and we have the director here with us, Jeffrey Romney, who is going to talk to us, give us an invitation, and tell us all about what's there. Thank you for joining us.
It's my pleasure. Thank you for having me on.
And you know, I'm glad you all called us because this is a perfect show to tell the community about your museum. Tell us about it.
You know, the museum is one of El Paso's gems. It's owned and operated by the city of El Paso. It's one of 3 museums in the Museums and Cultural Affairs Department. And of course, we cover archaeology, which is the study of ancient peoples. And we cover about 12,000 years of prehistory here in the region.
And I understand you studied that topic, that subject matter?
I did. I went to Brigham Young University and I graduated in 1995, and I got a degree in anthropology with a Native American Studies minor.
Wow, so it's perfect for you, the job, huh?
It's perfect, and I love it.
Okay, great. Tell me where it's located and more or less what can we expect when we go to visit the Museum of Archaeology?
You go up 54, and you take the Trans Mountain exit, and then you head towards the mountain. We're at 4301 Trans Mountain Road. We're one of only 2 buildings there just before you head up into the mountains next to the Border Patrol Museum. And it's a lovely little building that's out there right next to the mountain, beautiful views right out there in the Chihuahuan Desert.
Yes.
And we have beautiful nature trails that you can go out and walk on to see over 200 native plant species, and sometimes, if you're lucky, some wild animals.
Wonderful. And how do you acquire the exhibits? Tell me about your exhibits.
Sure. Most of our exhibits focus on our permanent collections. We have about 4,500 artifacts in our collection, the bulk of which are Casas Grandes pottery, which came out of northern Mexico. We also have a lot of pottery and other items from the American Southwest and other regions of northern Mexico, and a few from the west coast of Mexico. So we draw off of those to do a lot of our exhibits. And once in a while, when we have the opportunity, we borrow items from other institutions around the country.
Oh, that's great. I have to get out there because I haven't been. So
yes, please do.
I'm like, in the older years, and then not having gone to all these places, it's really a shame. And that's what we want to encourage our audience to do. You're having a conference coming up. What is the Jornada?
Yes, every 2 years, the Museum of Archaeology hosts an archaeological conference. It's called the Biennial Jornada Mogollón Archaeology Conference. And this conference basically draws in researchers and archaeologists from all over our region here in West Texas and this part near New Mexico, and even from northern Chihuahua, Mexico. And over the course of 2 days, people present papers, and we talk about the latest research, ideas, and theories, and it's part of what keeps us being a vibrant educational institution.
And I understand 40 years the Museum of Archaeology has been in existence?
Yeah, we opened our doors in October of 1977. So this October is our 40th anniversary.
Beautiful. Having a celebration or an open house?
We're going to have a big Family Day celebration on Sunday, October 15th from 12 to 4. It's completely free. We're going to have Tigua dancers, Mexican folk dancers, several booths, hands-on activities, archery. You can come out and shoot the bow and arrow. And we'll have some food trucks too where you can buy lunch. So just come out and have a great time with us that afternoon. It's a great family activity.
And it falls on a
Sunday.
Sunday,
Sunday, October 15th.
Very good. Another thing I wanted to ask you about on my list here, Texas Archaeology Month activities. During October, you're going to be doing various things, I would imagine.
Yes. The entire state of Texas celebrates Archaeology Month in October, and we're no exception. We have a number of activities planned for October, but specifically for Texas Archaeology Month, and also in collaboration with International Archaeology Day, we're going to be having some family activities on Saturday, October 21st.
Wow.
From 12 to 4, and you can come out and see some pottery firing demonstrations, mock excavations. You can learn what archaeologists do.
Oh.
We'll have the archery again and some other activities, and that's also free. So that's another opportunity to come out and visit us.
Boy, you're really busy out there. And
It's
do
our
you have a big
busiest month.
staff or a little staff? A lot of volunteers? You need volunteers?
We do need volunteers, and if you have some time to come and learn how to be a docent or to help us with activities on weekends and stuff, we definitely need some help.
Sounds like fun.
Yes.
Sounds like our seniors would love to do that.
Yes.
Tom Lee Month, is there something going on in a collaboration of some sort?
There is. Tom Lee, as you know, was a native here of El Paso. He's one of Texas's most famous artists, and we are participating in a collaboration this year with the Tom Lee Institute. We have an ongoing exhibition called Paquime and the Casas Grandes Culture, and it just happens that Tom Lee's father collected Casas Grandes pottery back in the 1920s. So we have acquired 10 pieces on loan of the Casas Grandes ceramics in their collection, which we will have on display. And then Tom Lee did some watercolor paintings of these pots. And so we're going to have a little exhibition on that, and it will be from October 1st through the 31st.
And we have seniors that are taking art, and they should go out there because they could probably, do some artwork of what they see. And
absolutely. And if you ever want a place to go out and do beautiful landscape painting,
maybe they'll invite them.
We have tons of space. Just come out anytime you like and paint the mountains, paint the scenery. It's gorgeous.
Great. Native American Heritage Month. What month is that? Is that also in October or is it November?
Well, it's in November. Native American Heritage Month is a national observance. It's during the month of November. So this year we're going to have our second annual Tigua Cultural Heritage Day in collaboration with the Tigua Cultural Center. They're going to be coming out on Sunday, November 26th, and doing dances. We'll have vendors, food sampling, and other things.
Yes.
And the day before that, on the 25th of November, which is a Saturday, in the evening, we're going to have Native American storytelling with Mr. Alex Mares, who is a Navajo gentleman. And we have coyote stories around a campfire. And
oh my God! You're a wealth of information. I'm glad you thought about coming to Mature Living and sharing all this with us. And
thank you for the opportunity.
One last thing I'd like to ask is for that phone number where they can call.
Sure, 915-755-4332.
And we've already given the location. If somebody's just joining us, tell us where you're located one more time.
We're located at 4301 Trans Mountain Road. You just take 54 north in the northeast, exit on the Woodrow Bean Trans Mountain Road, go up under the freeway, head up towards the mountain. We're the first and only building on the right-hand side next to the Border Patrol Museum.
Well, if you get a lot of people, it's because they were watching Mature Living. Any last invitation that you'd like to say? Just
come out. If you haven't ever come out, especially come and see us. Our admission is free. We have activities all the time. Every Saturday we have archery from 11 to 2. Fun for the whole family. Just come out and experience some of El Paso's prehistory.
Wow, thank you so much for being here.
Thank
We've
you.
been talking with Jeffrey Romney, who is the director of the Museum of Archaeology here in El Paso. Lots of things to do. And we'll be back with more guests. Thank you, Jeffrey, for coming back. Well, thank you for staying with us. We want to continue our show with some more guests from the El Paso Parks and Recreation Center, not strangers to this Mature Living show and friends of the Senior Adult Program, community partners, big-time community partners, right, David?
Yes.
So we have David Lopez, who's the Senior Division Coordinator, and you're going to introduce Joe Faulkner, who is the rec specialist. Are you brand new, or how did
No, I've actually been with the city for about 17 years. I'm new to this position, which is an awesome change. It's an experience that I hope to enjoy, and I'm looking forward to it.
And I remember Eliseo used to come.
Eliseo used to.
And where's Eliseo now? My goodness.
Well, Eliseo got retired, and he's on an island in Mexico, on Cancun. So
in a beach.
he's living there,
Is he
And,
going to invite us?
he's been, of course, he's been calling us
Oh,
to
I
invite
get
us all the
We miss him.
family here in El Paso.
But Joe's going to do a good job for
Yes.
us.
Thank you.
You have a brand new program that I want to find about, and I have the announcement here. It's called Timeless Fitness Program, a program to develop, maintain, and improve fitness. And I understand it's a 3-month program. Tell me about it, David.
Yes, as you were saying, this program is concentrated also to develop, improve, or maintain certain levels of fitness.
Yes.
So this program was developed with those goals in mind for the person who wants to make some changes on their lives, on their own body. So it's a 12-week program. It's kind of personalized program that we're going to concentrate on 5 components. And the 5 components of fitness, that includes the cardiovascular capacity. So people, they're going to improve the cardiovascular capacity, the endurance, able to sustain an activity without fatigue. So when you're walking, when you're running, when you do some activities, you want to have that endurance. So that's the second one. The other part is the flexibility. Flexibility is an important component on the mature adults, because you have to have that flexibility and maintain that into your ligaments, your joints, your muscles, to have that elasticity, so to prevent some of the injuries.
Yes.
Okay, so that's flexibility. And the other important component is the strength.
Oh, is that
Develop muscular strength,
balance?
especially on your lower body. You'll be able to develop that strength in order to sustain your body.
Yes.
When we age, we kind of start losing that strength. People can start losing the balance. and
Yeah,
all
prevent falls.
that. Yes.
Preventing falls is so important.
Strength is very important also. And the 5th component, which is body composition.
Okay.
Okay, body composition, we're going to concentrate on also to lower your body fat in your body, your weight, your body weight, be able to maintain your glucose levels on the healthy
Yes.
range, and also the blood pressure, which is very important. So all those metabolism components, that come out with the exercise.
Yes.
So 3 months, and that's going to continue through the whole year. So we're going to start this on October with a group of people, and then we're going to carry out through the whole year.
So you have an age group of 60 plus, and also if you're younger, they can also.
They can participate, and if you're not 60 age, you can participate on this too. The only difference is the cost. For the 60 and over, there's a discount. For these 3 months, it's $90
Okay.
for those 3 months. So if you're not at that age, then you double that amount.
Okay.
Okay, we want to get rid of the stigma that El Paso has about the overweight and
Tacos.
obesity city,
That's
and
it.
believe me, here with the Senior Olympics that we held here in El
Yes.
Paso, we have excellent people in shape,
In great shape.
in
Very
great
good.
shape. So we want to expand it to the whole city.
And I guess that's your job, right, Joe?
I help, yes, ma'am. I help coordinate the senior games. And again, this is my
Very
4th
good.
year helping out. My 1st year taking part in it. I've seen athletes in their 60s. I've seen athletes in their 90s still competing. And I'm talking events that involved endurance. And to me, that was surprising. And it's something that you look forward to. Something that like we say in Spanish, si se puede. We can. Yes, we can.
At any age, we can start.
Any
Yes.
age.
So what are you going to have in October, and then all through October you're going to have. a lot of-
October the 18th, we're having what we call the Humana Connect Bowling, which is a system that we use, which is the Xbox. This is a bowling tournament. It's an individual. Anybody's invited that's 50 and over. It's open to the public as well. We'll be at Memorial Senior Center, which is located at 1800 Byron Street. If you have not been there, I would suggest you visit it. It's next to the Rose Garden. It's a real nice facility. If you want to compete, go ahead.
and it's a semi-virtual because you are moving.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
we have
Yeah.
a movement on
Yeah,
your
there's-
body, so especially balance, agility, mental agility, coordination.
Yes.
So that stimulates different areas in your body too. And believe me, yes, it's not easy It's competitive.
It's very competitive.
very
All the
competitive,
senior
yes.
centers go over there, and
We have all the seniors represented.
Teams.
Yeah, we have again, we have individual plays. They do represent their centers well, and all the people that go are very respectful. And again, there a lot of them are there to enjoy themselves.
and
have
that's at
fun.
Memorial, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And they can call you. We're going to give the phone number in
Yes,
a little
ma'am.
bit. There's something going on a Saturday, October 21st, but at Marty Robbins. What is going to take place there? At the Fun Day, the El Paso Fun Day.
Yes, this is a community event which is for the whole family here in El Paso. So you can bring the whole family, and you're going to find activities for the kids, for the adults, and also we're going to have music. We're going to have vendors. We have people to do some exposition about art and all that.
Oh, that's
So there's a whole day event, and people can enjoy it just to
Yes.
come and listen to the music and just to have a family.
What's going to happen? You know, the kids, the senior kids are going to dress up in Halloween. What are you going to have at the rec centers and at the senior centers?
At the senior
for
centers, for the
Halloween?
most part, most of the senior centers have a dance, and they include a Halloween contest, so they go dressed up.
The costumes.
A lot of different costumes. You have a
So
lot
funny.
of, you know,
great.
you
They
do,
go all out,
They're
by the
very
way.
creative. A lot of these people that take place, they're very creative. The rec centers, there's 16 of us total.
Wow.
They're all having a free event the day of Halloween, I believe.
For the kids.
For the kids
Oh,
and some of the
that is
adults
so
as well. What they'll have is booths. They'll have prizes. They'll have a lot of stuff for them to do as well. Activities. They'll have the jumping balloons as well.
And more we're getting less and less kids in the walking in the streets, you know.
That's for the purpose for the
We need to
Parks and
send them to the rec
Recreation
centers.
Department to keep
It's a
all
safe
these
place.
safe places so the family can bring it up and have the same enjoyment.
Okay.
So
Let's give the phone number now. We've just about run out of time, but I wanted to give the phone number where they can reach Joe or David.
Well, they can reach me at an area code 915-503-6544.
Yes. And David, do you want to give another number?
yes, you
Especially
can call
for this program, the
department.
fitness program.
Our department is 915-212-1732.
Very
So-
good. Gosh, it's so good to see you all, and thank you for coming and using Mature Living as a sound out, sound out for all these wonderful.
Thank you for the
activities.
support. We are a family from all
Good
those
partners.
good partners on all these years, and thank you again for
Gracias.
let us inform the community about our programs.
Very good. And y'all be sure and call because these phone numbers are important. Put them on your refrigerator door. And we'll be back with more guests. Well, thank you for staying with us. We want to bring you more information about health and fitness. And as you know, young people are very interested in keeping us old folks healthy and strong. And so we've invited Claudia Rodriguez, who is a health and nutrition advisor. She's a consultant. And, you know, it's very interesting how she got involved with this. But she's going to give us some tips on keeping our bones strong and also detoxing. So thank you for being with us, Claudia.
Thank you for inviting me.
Tell me how you got interested in, I understand your degree is in psychology, and of course we know that the mind has to be ready before we do anything. The body follows. So tell me how you got interested in health and nutrition.
Actually, it started with my mom. She had a lot of health issues. She wasn't feeling well, and nobody could diagnose her and pinpoint what she had. And she started making some lifestyle changes. She started taking supplements, high quality supplements, and she started changing what she eats. And based on that, I got so inspired that I actually opened my own online business selling health products. And that's how I actually got started. And then I became more and more passionate about health. And I later on went to get certified as a health and nutrition advisor.
Awesome. That is, and we need advisors all the time because sometimes we don't think of all the different strategies and things that we can try. So we wanted to talk today about, and you wanted to bring some information about building bones, stronger bones. Tell me about that.
Yes, I think that bone health is so important because right now, 55% of people that are 50 or older either have osteoporosis or have low bone mass. And I don't think it's only an issue for people 55 or older. I think even my generation, we're going
In that direction.
in that direction. And so we need to prevent it. So it doesn't matter what age we are, we all should worry about having strong and healthy bones.
And so are there some strategies that you can share with us?
Sure. The first one that I recommend is that we move our body. And it goes beyond exercise. So exercise, of course, is important. It helps us maintain strong bones, strong joints, strong muscles. It also decreases our risk of having type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular problems. And coming with the psychology, it also helps us have a stronger mind, concentration, and improve our mood. But it goes a little bit beyond that. It's also about not sitting for so long, standing, stretching, because our bodies are made for movement. Our bodies thrive when we move. And a lot of the aches and pains that we have to do with us not moving.
Okay. And I've seen that in people that don't move. They seem to be more delicate, more frail. They have a harder time walking. And so we need to really, really think about these strategies. So what can we do?
Another thing we can do is
Like
take
exercise.
I recommend walking.
Just
if,
walking?
Yeah, if you're not used to exercising, just go for a walk.
Okay.
So El Paso has great weather right now, and sometimes it's really cold and sometimes it's really hot. But I think even in the winter, we can always find a time of the day where we can go on a walk during our
Take the
break.
pet for a walk.
Oh,
I
yeah.
always say my pet takes me out for a walk
Yes.
because the incentive is walking the doggy or my little Sammy. So, that's the incentive. He needs the exercise. So I've got to go walk with him.
Yes. Yeah,
Just turning around.
I have pets, and they're a great motivator to get out there.
Yes,
Yeah.
very good. So what else can we do as far as supplements or other strategies?
Yeah, that's the next one. We can also take a supplement because our food is not giving us the necessary nutrients anymore. So I recommend taking a supplement that has calcium, magnesium, and vitamin D. Because calcium cannot get absorbed if we're not taking magnesium and vitamin D.
Okay.
So it's very important that we take them all together.
Okay.
And
Are there supplements that have all three things?
yes,
in
they
the-
should.
in 'em?
They should.
We
Like,
look for
you
that.
shouldn't take them separately. It should be in the same supplement. And we need about 750 milligrams of calcium and magnesium and about 2,000 international units of vitamin D. So that's what
Okay.
people should look for in the labels.
Okay, great. Detoxing means a lot of things to me. Detoxing your digestive system, what does bones have to do with detoxing?
So most of detoxing is actually getting out of our own way so that our body can do its function properly.
Okay.
And so some of the things that we do that inhibit our body from detoxing and that damage our bones are actually two things that we drink and that we drink a lot. The first one is sodas, and I don't think people would be that surprised, but the second thing is actually milk.
Oh, no. I love milk, unfortunately.
Yes.
But it's not good for us.
No.
Water is better.
Water is way better. So what happens with modern milk right now, so I'm not talking about the milk 50 years ago, I'm talking about the milk now. So it's full of growth hormone, it's full of antibiotics and medication that is injected into cows when dairy is being produced.
Yes.
And so that ends up in the products that we buy. And when our system metabolizes it, actually dairy is acid forming. And what our body does, it sends our body into alert mode. And what it does is that our body takes calcium and magnesium from our bones to be able to neutralize that acidity. And so it literally decalcifies us. Milk and soda, they both do have that effect on our body.
And we don't realize that, what we're doing to our bodies through the intake of whatever we eat, whatever we drink. And so those are the kinds of things we need to know. Somebody said one time, and I thought they were joking, but maybe it's true, cow's milk is for calves. Cow's milk is not for humans, And so we stopped drinking milk after our moms, stopped breastfeeding, and we don't need it anymore. Is that kind of like where you're going with this about milk?
That's actually a very good point. Yes, cow's milk is actually made for the baby calves, which we can't even digest it because cow's milk, it needs 4 stomach chambers to be able to digest it.
Yes.
And us humans, we don't even have that.
Okay, very good. And so where can they get a hold of you if they want information, more information about the kinds of things we can do to detox our system, our bodies, stay healthy and have stronger bones? Where can they call you?
They can call me at 915-321-1286, and I'm also on Facebook as Claudia Rodriguez Be Healthy.
Okay, and do you give workshops and presentations in the community if there's a group that wants you to come and talk a little bit about health and nutrition?
Definitely.
Tips?
I'm actually offering some workshops here at EPCC for the Continuing Education Department, and I also get hired, yes, to give workshops on health, nutrition, stress control.
Yes, and you know, one of the things, the holidays are coming up, you know, with Thanksgiving and the Christmas season in December, and we have cravings. And do you have anything that you can give us tips on? Maybe we'll invite you back on how to control cravings.
I have some great tips on cravings, yes.
So you'll be back?
I will be back.
And you'll be back? Okay, well, they'll be back too to listen to our how we can control cravings during the holidays. Okay?
Sounds good.
Thank you so much. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
We enjoyed talking to you all the time. And so we'll see you all next week. And be sure and watch Mature Living for future shows. And by the way, we have a special announcement coming up.
Hi, I'm Malena Cano, inviting you to the Concierto de las Américas, which will be done as a fiesta for Juan Gabriel. It's taking place on October 14th from 4 to 7. Tickets are $8 at the Building B of the El Paso Community College ASC. Featuring Malena Cano, Coro Época Dorada, Coro Arpegio, Trio Época Dorada, Marta Foix, and Alberto Treviso. Come join us and have fun.